So in this video, I'm going to explain how to create Bellwork quizzes, but also, and more importantly, how to embed YouTube videos in Canvas, wherever you need to in Canvas. So in this case, I found this really cool time-lapse video of an artist creating this very tiny sculpture in the lead of a pencil, and it's pretty cool, and I think students will really be interested in it, and it's a great example of subtractive sculpture. Plus, it's also a really short video, which is awesome for what I need it for. So I'm going to go to my Canvas account, and I'm already in a class. I'm in my 8th grade art class. I'll just click it again to show you. And I'm on the home page. And I'm going to add this as a Bellwork question for the future. And here you can see current Bellwork questions. The ones that are not green are not published yet, so students can't see them until I want them to. So I add Bellwork as quizzes. I do that for a couple of reasons. One, they get to see the correct answer right away. I don't have to give it to them. The computer does because I've already told it to do that. So they get immediate feedback. Also, it grades it for me as long as I put in my correct answers and point value, and it posts it to the gradebook for me as well. So it's a really good feature and quite a time saver. So I'm going to click New Quiz up at the top, and I'm going to give my quiz a name. I'm going to call this Bellwork, and then I usually put the date, but I don't know when I'm going to give this Bellwork, so I'm just going to title it Sculpture, since that's what it is. So right now we're in the Details tab, which is the basic information you're going to give the computer. Post grades to SIS means it's going to go in the PowerSchool gradebook eventually. If you don't have that checked, it will not show up in PowerSchool, so that's something you want to always double check. Also, this is a graded quiz, but you can always give practice quizzes, like for pre-tests, and it will grade it, but it will not post to the gradebook. So this is a graded quiz. They're earning points for it. I'm posting it to PowerSchool, and I always choose shuffle answers. It's going to mix things up. So each student will see a different order as far as the answers go. This isn't really necessary for Bellwork the way I use it. It's just a good habit because I use it for all of my tests. That way, if students do end up having wandering eyes, they have a more difficult time actually copying off someone next to them because their answers are in all different orders. You can add a time limit. I don't. You can let them see correct answers or not if you don't want them to. I like them to see correct answers for Bellwork so they know why it was wrong and what the correct answer is. Also, for Bellwork, I don't mind students sharing answers because I want them all to figure it out. So I don't necessarily need to do shuffle answers. I just like to out of habit so I don't forget to on a test. And I let them see the correct answer. I'm not going to require an access code. I do this for tests so I can control when students actually start. So I can give directions and I know they're listening. But for Bellwork, they do that as they come in. I'm going to give a due date, but I don't know when, so I'm going to leave this blank for right now. And you can control down here how long students have to do it. So they could have a week, they could have the day, they could have the entire semester if you leave it open. I'm going to go back to the top, and we're going to move on to the actual Bellwork question. So I'm going to hit New Question, and here's where I can type my question. So what type of sculpture method is the artist using in the video? And I am going to bold and underline type because that part is very important to this question. So here you have the correct answer, which is subtractive. It is not spelled right. There we go. I'm going to add in some incorrect answers like additive, coil, and we'll do slab. Now, you don't have to do it in this order. You can change where the correct answer goes. Because I've clicked or selected shuffle answers, I usually just keep correct at the top because it's going to mix it up for everyone anyway. So here we've got question. This is a multiple choice question. You can control that up here. If you want something else, you can click something else. And your point value also, I'm going to adjust that a bit. Now, we've got everything except we are missing our video. You've probably already seen the icon because it's in color. Stands out just a bit. So the fastest way to find a specific video is to go back to it and copy the URL. And then you just paste it in the search bar. And there's my video. So I'm going to click Embed. And this feature is really nice because, oops, and I have it kind of in the wrong spot. So I am going to copy my question. And I just deleted my video, but that's okay because I can go back and grab it really quick. It's a pretty fast process. You can do it twice pretty quick. So there's my video. It won't show up until you save the question, but it will work. So there I have everything. I double check. Now this part's really important and very easy to miss. You don't want to go down and save yet. You want to hit update question. If you don't and you hit save, everything you just did right here, you've lost. And that's really easy to forget and miss. I do it a lot. So try not to. So here we've got everything. If you want, you could preview. The really nice thing, that music's kind of loud. The really nice thing is when you embed, students don't have to leave Canvas at all. It's right there for them. They're not getting distracted by videos on the side. There are ads, but it's not too bad. You're staying right in Canvas, and that's really awesome. And finally, I'm going to hit save. I don't want students to see it, so I'm not publishing it yet. I'm just going to save it for later. And that is how you can embed YouTube videos.